way to flip this around. There we go. How y'all doing? Anybody that's live, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Catching the sunlight. Today is the day, June 30th, 2022. Y'all see that? It's available. It's for sale now on Amazon and other platforms. Almost fell, busted my behind, but that's all right. So this book here, up for discussion for anybody that's viewing now, up for discussion. The reason I decided to name this book Up for Discussion, Journey of an Extroverted Introvert, Volume 1, I decided to name it that because, for one, I am an introvert. And for those that don't know what introversion is versus extroversion, if you are an introvert, it just pretty much means you get your energy by being alone. You're able to recharge your battery or recharge your reserve by being alone and getting that energy and time alone. When you are an extrovert, you get your energy by being social, by seeing people, being around people, socializing, etc. Me, I'm a little bit of a mixture of both, I would say. I'm more of an introvert, but I do enjoy to be social. I like to go out, see people, etc. But I do need time to recharge, recenter myself, etc. And so that's kind of part of the reason why the name of the book is Journey of an Extroverted Introvert. It's about me. It's about basically what I've written when I've had time to be alone and time to recharge. These are pretty much the things that were in my mind as I was able to think. Because for me, being around people, being in a big audience and whatnot, of course you can think, but it's not as easy because you have so many thoughts and things floating around, and so many people talking, and so many things going on, and so many things that you could pay attention to at one given moment, that you're not able to think clearly. So when I'm alone, I'm able to think clearly, and sometimes I write. And from being alone, a lot of times I pretty much ended up writing this entire book, which is a collection of several poems, somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 poems. Let me check. It's been a while since I actually read the book myself, so I'm going to have to reread it myself and get back into what I actually wrote. But here's the book. Let me go to the page of contents real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the table of contents. And I'll just explain to you while it's showing this way, because I can see it flipped around the other way. But this is the table of contents. And the table of contents for this book, these are some of the poems that I wrote. This is the first chapter. First chapter is called Beneath the Surface. Beneath the Surface is a chapter where I pretty much, hey, what's up? Beneath the Surface is pretty much a chapter that deals with, what's up, Greg? Hey, what's up, Steve? So the first chapter, Beneath the Surface, is pretty much poems that are kind of pieces that I wrote that deals with inner issues, inner struggles, etc. You can kind of look at the names of the poems, like Blank Page. These are kind of things that I've written that are more so geared to me and my thoughts and how I feel at a certain time or whatever. It's a lot of poems that deal with encouragement, stuff like that. Next chapter is called Can You Relate? It's 3 chapters total. This second chapter is Can You Relate? And this chapter deals with things that are mostly relationship oriented, but you also have some poems in there that deal with just regular everyday life. For example, The Office and 4:30. Those two poems deal with just working in general, and you'll have to read the poems yourself when you get them, but basically The Office and 4:30, those are poems about working, and I'm sure people can actually relate. I'm sure people can actually relate to some of these poems. That's why I kind of named the chapter Can You Relate, because it's things that you can relate to, and it's also dealing with relationship type poems. One of my favorite poems in this chapter is called Butt Naked Mango. We'll discuss that later on. The third chapter, Wind just turned the book. The third chapter in the book is called Up for Discussion. Up for Discussion is a chapter in this book that deals with a lot of kind of bugs. It doesn't deal with bugs. It deals with hot button topics. Truth, you see my nigga, is one of the poem titles there. We talk about the N-word, talk about hurt people, healing, etc. P is for power, freaky 10 commandments. This is just a lot of hot button topics in that Up for Discussion section of the book. So yeah, that's pretty much the book. The book is really the gist of the book. It's a book of poetry. For those that don't know, it's a book of poetry, and the poetry and the overall feeling of the book is do you. Do you, be you, enjoy life, mind your business, drink your water, stay healthy, and let everybody else do them. Thank you, Greg. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what the book is about. The book is just about making sure that, you live your life the way you want to live your life, and you let other people live their life the way they want to live their life, and let people be. The book is not the only thing that I'm going to have. Of course, I'm going to have products and stuff that will be coming out at some point. And I do have my group Up for Discussion. The Up for Discussion group, I will be announcing certain products and stuff that will be coming up. Yes, Butt Naked Mango. Butt Naked Mango, one of the poems is called Butt Naked Mango. And I may have to do a live recording for that when I do it. What obstacles did I overcome to write this book? The biggest obstacle I would have to say overcoming writing this book would really just be actually putting it out. Putting this book out was the biggest obstacle, because writing it in and of itself was fairly easy. When you're by yourself, when you're writing it, that's the joy. That's the joy part. But when you are making sure that you get it edited, when you're making sure that you get the book cover and all that, those are the tedious. What's up, Dre? Those are the tedious things that you got to deal with that I would just rather not deal with, basically. Thank you, Eb. Thank you. Hey, Auntie. So, yeah, that was pretty much, I would say that was pretty much the biggest obstacle, was getting all of the administrative work, so to speak, done for the book. Writing the book in and of itself was really a pleasure. I enjoyed writing the poems. I enjoyed reading the poems. I do enjoy people's reactions to some of the poems that I write, but the hardest part and the obstacle that I had to overcome with this book was just dealing with the tediousness, which when you deal with administrative work, it can be tedious. So once that's all done, if I could have somebody that could do all that for me and I could just write, that'll be perfect. Like if I had money, if I was rich, I just had somebody to just handle all of my business and I could just write and just be done. You know what I'm saying? What else was I going to say about the book? I was going to say that this book, I already mentioned that it's going to be products. The products and stuff are going to be on listed on the actual Facebook page up for discussion. Favorite poem. Somebody asked what my favorite poem was. My favorite poem in the book is kind of hard to pick one, because each poem kind of has like a different special meaning to me. But if I did pick a favorite poem out of this, it probably would be Butt Naked Mango. And the reason I would say Butt Naked Mango is one of my favorite poems is because it's me. I would say that poem is a lot of me because it's fun, it's serious but not too serious, it's playful, it's silly, it has a message. I always have a message. Whether I say it out loud or not, I do have a message. But yeah, Butt Naked Mango is a very fun poem. When you get the book, you'll probably like it too. As well as some of the other poems. But yeah, that one I would say is my favorite. It's short, sweet, to the point, fun. I can see anybody liking it. Male, female, whoever. Butt Naked Mango. But yes, I do have products that I will be coming out with. I'll be announcing the products, of course, on regular Facebook, but specifically on the Facebook group. I've invited a lot of you to the Facebook group, and on that group I will be showing when the products will be coming out. I'll be telling you what those products are. I'll also be having discussions on some of the poems, some of the poetry, especially the poems that are in the last chapter that I wrote called Up for Discussion. That particular chapter has poems that I would absolutely love to have moments where I may choose one or two people or three people or whatever, and we can discuss the poem or poems in that on that page. I was going to do that on that page. I'll be announcing when this happens on Facebook, but I'm here at the lake, y'all. As y'all can see, the lake. This is Cleveland. If y'all ain't from Cleveland, bam, this is Cleveland. This is Edgewater Park. Look at the lake. Look at the beauty. That's my city, y'all. That's my city. That's where I am. That's where I'm from, even though I am internationally born, but I do plan on traveling the world, etc. But this is home. This is home. How y'all doing? Yes, it's raggedy, but I love it. Can't help it. I mean, I'm from here, and good things do come from here. In case you ain't know yet, good things come from Cleveland. Bam. But I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, so I'm gonna try to bring this to a close. Like I said, though, thank you to every single person that went on to my announcement, liked, loved, shared it. Thank you to every person who decided to get the book. I know there are some people who actually ordered it already ahead of time. Thank you so much for that. Hope you enjoy the book. There's going to be more to come, definitely going to be more to come. And thank you for buying. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, it's definitely going to be more to come my way, not just this book. You see, for those who have noticed, the book is called Volume 1 for a reason. I will be coming out with more volumes up for discussion, discussing more things that are on my heart in my journey And thank you for following my journey, y'all. And I hope y'all have a blessed day. That's pretty much it. Take care.